Welcome back to another one of my videos. This is going to be a short one. I've previously done a bit of welding on this one for the MOT, and this is another job. It's coming on an advisory. It's a rear brake is binding. I've just had it off and I know the problem. I shall share it with you in a moment, but I'll just give you a quick description on how this happens. Obviously jack the car up, take the wheel off. I'm on a ramp here, so that's okay. I've got this under there. It's not sporting anything really, it's just because I've just done the welding and I've jacked one side of the car up. First of all, you have to move the little cap in the centre, which basically got a little screwdriver, little tap comes off, cap comes off. Then inside here you got a 36mm nut. Obviously use a socket on that. As this little bit here that's locked in, this has been battered a few times, as you can see. So you tap that little locking bit out of the bit there that goes into the hub, stops the wheel nut, the centre nut coming undone. I use a 36mm socket, as I previously said. I use a buzz gun, but you'll probably want a knuckle bar for that because it is pretty tight. So then you undo your centre, your wheel nut, hub nut, holds the drum on, like so. So once the hub nut in the middle is removed, it's time to move the drum. But what I did, because it was binding slightly before, is I've had this off, is I put a screwdriver in here at an angle like so, put some pressure on it, then get a lump hammer on the other side, or wherever your chosen weapon will be for it, and I hit it on this edge here. And as you hit, it sort of pushes it on the outside with the pressure with the screwdriver. That soon allowed it to slide up and come off. It wasn't too bad really. So I'll now move the drum. Like so, just drop my screwdriver, never mind. And it's gone right under the abyss. I'll just get another one. Can't be bothered to lift the ramp up and get that. There we go. Another one to hand. So what it is to say, the brake was binding, and what I do, I'll check in here first of all. It always go for the wheel cylinder, and I push them in like so, and that one went really freely, and if you can see very slightly that it's coming out, and it's just made contact with it. So that side is totally fine. This side here got solid, as you can hear, but if you look there, there's a slight hole in it from previously when someone's fitted some shoes or done something, and it's obviously got damp in there and it's corroded. Aluminium and steel are not the two best things to put together. They weld up something seriously. So that is the verdict of these shoes, why the binding. So I've now ordered one. I'm just waiting for it to be delivered, which shouldn't be too long. Right, so back underneath the car, this is the rear wheel cylinder side of things. What I'm going to do is, I've got a pair of pipe, there you go, brake hose clamps. So what I'm going to do is just move that so you can see where I go on this. Shit, I keep dropping stuff today. Can't believe it. So yeah, here we go. Up there, there's a brake hose. What I'm going to do is get a clamp, stop the fluid from coming out. There we go, that's that done. Cushy scabby under here. So to remove the cylinder now, that's a 10mm bolt in there. So obviously, I hope it doesn't come out. It doesn't matter if it breaks on this anyway, because it'll only snap inside the cylinder, and you can put another M6 in there. M5, whatever it is, I don't know. So yeah, that's come loose nicely. I've got a brake pipe spanner. I'm guessing it's 11mm on this one. Yep. And then undo it. Yep, she's come undone nicely. That could be the bummer bit. That could, if that round off, that could be haggot, which means you're going to have to ideally cut it off, the pipe off there where it joins to the union, and then have to make a new little pipe up Wish I got up to there somewhere, but I'm quite lucky on this one. So yeah, I'll try and keep the camera still while I'm doing this. Signal seat. If the bleed nipple doesn't need to come out, that'll pass through the cylinder hole, back plate hole. So yeah, nearly. There we go. Brake pipe loose, as you can see, it's pulled out. Just finished taking the little bolt out. I kept that in there so it just, in case it spun round, because it's able to spin round, it is in the hole. Right, there you go. That's what it looked like. Like that on there. So my little persuasion, and then what I'll do is I shall lower the ramp. Before you down. Show you what next. Here we go. She's coming down. Right, there we go. And what I do is get my lump hammer here. Little tap. And then off she comes. Hey presto. One wheel cylinder removed. There you go. I'll be back in a little while when I got the new one. I don't know what happened there. I think my phone went onto screen lock and it turned off the camera. There we go. It's now come up now, look. I'll try and zoom it in. The air bubbles just now come out and we've got brake fluid. Dripping out, so that's telling me now she's all bled up. So right, next step obviously tighten the bleed nipple up. That should be that bled up. Go down and lower the ramp down. Just check everything in there's fine. Just get back out with the camera. Just make sure it's all fine in there. Cap's on. Make sure it's all located. Now look for a bit of cloth. Not very wise not to just give the shoes a bit of a stuffing up. Over here. Oh, bloody hell, it's annoying now. I'll use a bit of rough coarse stuff. I'm not the best video in the world, but can't be good at everything, can I? So, right, let's give the... I don't like to blow this out, let's break this out. I had a bit of a health scare last year. They thought I had something called mesothelioma cancer, and that was caused by asbestos. And because I've been a mechanic for 30 odd years, I was taught to, back then, is to blow the brakes out with an airline. And obviously you get all that browny black dust everywhere, and they thought it caught up with me and I had cancer, but luckily enough I didn't. Just give the drum a little bit of a roughing up, as you do. Just Some people probably don't do this, but I always taught to, so I do. I only pass on what I know, not what I don't know. Again, give it a bit of a brush out. Just let's check them in. Right. A bit awkward this with one hand. Put the drum back on. No binding there. Centre nut. Buzz gun. Just that for actually I did chalk the centre nut up. I did tap it in there. I did use a blunt chisel, but it'd been a bit pagged before, so that wasn't to me really. And then obviously just your centre dust cap put on. Little gentle tap, and then go around. Just check your brake pedal. Make sure it doesn't go to the floor. That feels fine. Yeah. Feels all good to me. So that sort of concludes the rear wheel cylinder fitting on a 2010 Peugeot 207. The same as the earlier one, the slightly later ones, but yep. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it and learned something from it. Like and comment if you do. Share, whatever. Thank you very much. Bye.